do actually think IG walk away with the better comp for me. I think that the K'Sante is very good against the entire enemy team. Had to really threaten the kill here, sadly. But you can see that Xiaohu is really not happy. 10 CS down already.
Gets the plate as well as Rookie. Can get a nice reset off with this one.
Flash and ult available for Rookie. It would have been an annoyance. The half HP is important, though. Maybe it means they can't skirmish as effectively right now.
Step forward onto Jirje. Worth noting, Grubs are up. Bit of a scuffle topside. We are going to contest over mid lane wave and potentially the Raptors. Sorry, Grubs, flash hook.
Flash forwards.
Let's get the charm after. Remember, no flash, no ult is likely a dead cow. Buying some time. That's a lot of damage onto Wei, who does survive for now. Wei blocking off the damage from the threaded volley. Xiaohu, no mana as well. That'll just be the pick for the side of Invictus Gaming.
Love the way that Rookie played that out. Got a really good double Q across 2 members, and he gets the kill.
Weibo on spawn. They did already get the first dragon. Invictus Gaming interested in getting involved. Xiaohu will spot Rookie out, warding him away from the river.
Yeah, this should be a fight though. Rookie on the flank, Wei coming in. Wei, where is that hook?
Rookie's trying to pick his moment to go over the wall. It's an early smite, but JJ secures. Now for the fight afterwards. Danger for the Pantheon, who's likely to go down. Rookie, wonderful angle. Still got a reset angle to work with. Elk has empowered himself, but unfortunately all the transcendence in the world will not allow him to get in and save Ura, who will die as a second kill goes over to Invictus Gaming.
It is.
Dark Steel stacks with the Ghost Blade in from the Varus. Pretty scary. Wei's got the Trinity Force as well, so some damage to work with there from the Wukong as well, who does begin to spike. Wei went looking for that play, doesn't land it. Hook goes wide. Now he's in danger. Chains of Corruption back. It's going to be a dicey turnaround. Wonderful turnaround from Wei. Means Jirje is not on the Rift anymore. Push back with the Pathmaker from Soboro ensures that Ura falls as well. And Invictus Gaming are 2 to the good, and the attempted pick on the Nautilus goes well wrong.
It's another kill for Rookie, who picks up 3 same. Needs to clean up some of these deaths. Ult into topside. Rookie doesn't have ults.
He may well just be dead here. Ura's come around from the flank angle as well. Spellbook available to them.
Okay.
That's a good kill.
Good shutdown there. Removes 5 of those
Real
darts.
attempt with the Grand Starfall we've seen from Weibo Gaming, and they were falling behind just a little bit, so good for them. Bot side though, flash and Dway is here looking to return the favor in the opposite side lane. Step away from the hook, but Zucker's still got nowhere to go, and the Rumble is parts.
Dway, it doesn't matter if he misses that hook. Forces Zucker to go back into melee range. Does have that apparent dueling instinct.
That he does. Ura fighting Dway. Dragon Stardust would be Soul Point. We're going again.
There we are. Weibo, can they get themselves to Soul Point? I think it's going down a little slowly. Wall away from Xiaohu. Cerberus back into the play. I think IG have got the better positioning now. Herald in position, you're right. It could be used as a Battle Herald. Could also just be slammed down mid lane. IG feels like they have the best angle onto this situation right now.
Look for the charge shortly. Rookie finds the charm on Jirje, who has to put down the Aegis Assault. Hook after. That's pretty deep, though. Shoved back on Dway, now in a dangerous position. On the other side, Ura also low. Support for support.
Support for support. Rookie still has the charm. Flash away from Xiaohu. Rookie, that killer instinct on display.
Zucker with no flash in danger. The seismic shove goes wide. Soboro goes all out again, looking for more damage. Zucker in danger. The scrap shot buys him some time, but he's overheated, and the flame spitter runs out. Rookie resetting. Pull back with the Untofo strike, so Jirje also has to flash.
That's going to be an extra member dead from Weibo. I suppose they still have their smite alive, but I don't really think there's much they can do with it. Weibo will lose themselves the chance to...
For once, the terrain, cursing Nautilus got the hook, but only pulled the Pantheon back about an inch.
Hang on,
felt very tough.
Under tower.
Oh, Elk in danger, change the corruption charm afterwards. That's not great for the Yunara, but they bought just enough time. Rookie with another ult charge, trying to get that last bit of damage. Does get it. Reset available, but where does Rookie run? Can maybe look to TP out.
It doesn't have the cooldown. You can't teleport. Zucker's going to die on the other side. Wei not burned down. Rookie is leading on a wild fox chase, I suppose, and he'll be a kill to Elk, the dead 80 carry.
At least gets that 1-for-1 there, I suppose. Does end up burning quite a lot there on both sides, but I think Rookie at some point really touched on crystallization. If we get a chance, we'll get to it. We're just looking at Rookie, but I think he'll be all right, so we might have a moment there to chat about that.
Funnily enough, the crystallization arguably led to the mid lane kill because it allowed that. What Rookie is going to be doing, saying, look, I'm ahead of the game. I'm going to go for that jump forwards to apply the burn onto everyone. Hang on, Photocard in the mid. Oh, Photic, what are you doing there? Caught out in the mid lane, goes down very easily. Good pick off. Looks like Air have flashed forwards for the pick onto the AD carry.
Does get there successfully. Can maybe look for some more. That's a flash for the depth charge. Way also flashing for Way now in danger. Barriers, but to what end? Cyclone comes on through and the Yunara is dead. AD carry traded.
Resets.
Another kill comes on through and the resets are indeed through. Rookie, the additional threat. Who needs an AD carry when you've got a fed Fox Lady to do some work? That equalizer, really enough to dissuade.
Jojo just put the E in the wrong direction. That could have legitimately got him killed. More kills for IG. They lose their AD carry. Immediately slap back. Yeah, that's the items. Oh yeah, that one on the...
Plus it gives you ability haste on ult. You get 30 ult haste.
Okay, so it is just really... It's less survivable than a Hexblade,
Yes.
but much more DPS. Good charm there. Forcing the ult early. That's not a bad equalizer into the choke, though.
Way is going to be sat on the red carpet and just dies. Not bad turnaround.
Not sure what happened with the Warrior Trickster, but now they see the angle. Jway does get out for now. Where's that Pantheon going?
I mean, they've got to go onto Dwayne. Remember, Baron's up and they just killed the jungler. I think they can get quite a lot of work done here. Hook away. Rookie's going to be forced to ult. Zucker looking to get some slows over the wall. Flashes onto Ura. Zucker now actually pretty damn tanky at 2 items. We'll get another one. Rookie with 2 charges. Got a fair amount of damage on the burn across, actually.
Rookie threatens enough and does enough damage to dissuade the Baron play, but that is too...
most control of the
but
river
Rookie
right now.
does have a Zhonya's to put into play. Jway, can he get the hook? Yes, he can.
It's on to Ura. Seismic Shove does not hit anyone. Xiao not really finding the options there. There's a chance to come shot onto Ura, who's just not tanky enough. Has to flash away. Cyclone comes on through. Way has to back out. Damage is good, but no one dies on either side.
No, but you do burn the Alistair flash and ult, and I wonder whether that's the go button for IG. You lose HP onto your support and jungle too, but I feel like you're more happy because you've got the extra tank in that Cassandra. You can just walk around the place. IG sticking around to push the mid lane, and Wukong's going to go take the dragon. Yeah, Weibo, they give up the objective. They lost too much of their aggressive potential by losing that Alistair flash and ult.
You don't have the Varus ult. Cassandra is going to stand in front of a couple members. Will Pathmaker to ensure the Seismic Shove doesn't really affect him.
I actually wondered whether Rookie could go forwards there again. Remember that Alistair has very little defenses up now. Dragon taken by IG, and the crystallization is going to be the end of this. Or as it would have been the end of it anyway. For Weibo, feels like they're just slower to the play. They did get to the dragon first, but they couldn't capitalize their position. But later in the game now, but you can see the logic, right? Baron is really what you need to end the game. Teleport coming in towards this. I think we will actually have a proper fight around here. There was a Hex Flash over the wall. Air trying to put a ward in and does. Well, hits onto the Alistair. Traded for his own.
Nice one to pick off. That didn't cost you too much. More HP, more stats, and that means Cassandra does more things when he hits you with all of his HP scaling, and of course resists scaling when he ults.
Oh, bloody hell. Look, I heard that tanks were really strong, and I somewhat believed it, but now I am very much seeing the light in a horrid, horrid way. Onto the dragon itself. Now, Xiaohu looking to wall off an angle. What is IG's approach to the fight?
It would be sold for IG. Jway looks for the hook. The equalizer is pretty solid, actually. Gets Way knocked up on top of the red carpet. The smite bite is won by because of course it is. Jway needs to flash away, but it's into Zucker, who's got a great flame spinner angle. Sober on the other side, buying time for 4 members. Zucker flashes away. Seismic Shove doesn't quite work out. That's a GA done.
Resets,
Rookie gets the reset. Can look to get over the wall here. Has got the flash. Doesn't want to burn it. It's too risky with no vision.
And with the GA on Jeje, it would have made it very hard to get another reset. So we don't get soul. Folks, we are headed into the true late game now. Beyond 35 minutes. 3 dragons apiece, no Baron take.
QSS for Yunara, by the way, as well. So even if you land that key charm, I think there's quite a lot here to keep that Yunara up and rolling. It's an auto
bad skill shots there. Actually, if that Q or that hook had landed, perhaps that would have been a winning angle. Hang on, they might go for the fight anyway. Here comes the Cassandra.
He is so huge. Wave flashing on in. Elk manages to dash away, but now he's not doing damage. He needs to back away and do something here. Rookie on the flank. Elk still gets the charm. That's a big moment. Sobro goes all out. Elk in danger. He can't keep running. The Seismic Shove just keeps the Cassandra on top of him. Sobro is such a problem. The Protoplasm Belt, the Omnivamp, and Weibo Gaming collapse under the level 20 might of a Cassandra.
Invictus Gaming get the late game team fight. A clutch engage onto Elk. A charm threaded through. The team fight lands onto the AD carry, and Weibo will face a defeat for their first game of 2026.
It took a while. We're nearly 40 minutes deep. Jeje's clutch smites, some stalling out around the objectives held IG at bay, but the